Hello, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me today's live trading session. It is 3 o'clock, 3:01 right now. So we still got 30 minutes before the market opens. Today is June 8th, 2020. And yeah, we're going to try to see if we can make some money today. Last week wasn't great. So we're going to try to, hopefully at least try to do better than last week. So let me show you how last week looked before we move on. I did release a highlight video, but it was for the week prior on YouTube. So that's the last video that went up yesterday. And let me see, before we go any further, let me make sure I get this thing right. Here we go. Okay, so this is going to be for last Friday. I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom of my journal here. As you can see, I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades on Friday. The very first one was a green, $1.50, close to 58 cents. But then I had 4 back-to-back reds, and as you can see, the percentage loss was higher as we kind of went along. Basically, the very last one wasn't as bad as a previous two, but it was still pretty bad. So it wasn't great. I am just using a real simple, looking for an uptrend, trying to get in at the bottom, trying to sell at the top. Still got a lot to learn. So before, I hope you guys know this. The name of the stream is called New Trader because I am new. I'm not 100% sure of everything that I'm doing, but that's why we're here. We're trying to show you guys that that it takes a little bit to get things down for live trading, for trading in general. It's not as easy as some of those gurus make it seem. And so today we're gonna start with $50 for each trade. Last week was $40, and as you can see, I had 3 very bad days last week. So the first day I was up 173 out of 15 trades. Then 4 trades the next day. I lost 625. 7 trades on Wednesday. I lost 1136. Then I got a little bit of that back with the 5 trades on Thursday and 351 gained, and then back down again on Friday for $8, close to $8 on 4 trades. The percentage really hasn't been great recently. I'm not sure why. Look at that. Actually, it's consistently 43% on these last two. 53% on the week before that. 33. It's a lot of threes here. I wonder why that works like that. But yeah, 43% the last 2 weeks, and we want to get that up higher. I'm not gonna be comfortable until I get somewhere above 50%. So hopefully 60, 70%, and then I can fund this account even more. But for now, we're gonna keep working with what we got. Last balance was 969, and so that's what should be what we're working on today. That should be our balance today. Oh, and don't forget, we actually have a swing trade still going on. This is all the way from Thursday, just because the daily graph showed an upward trend, and for whatever reason, as soon as I put in a position on Thursday, it just went flat for me. And so we're trying to see if this can improve here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys, but so Thursday we got into Neo, and even though the upward trend was showing, the daily chart was showing an upward trend. So see that 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it makes sense that after 4 days, start coming back down. So that's exactly what happened. So yeah, maybe I should have gotten out of this one earlier. See, I didn't check the daily after when I decided to go on make it a swing trade. But that makes a lot of sense now. See that? So I had four consecutive, almost hyperbolic days, and then I got in, and so I got in on the wrong day with the swing. It made sense if I got in on June 1st, but I didn't. So I wonder if today is going to be another down day or if I should just cut losses. Yeah, it looks like probably I should cut losses, but you got to make those mistakes in the beginning, you know. Okay, so let's look for some stocks for today. So we're gonna add Neo on here, so we don't forget that we're still working with that one. We can go over to the use and use, and oh, I also changed my microphone again because I realized that the headphone mic was worse than this one. Um, I mean, I thought that by adding an amplifier to it, it would make it better, but it's not. It's not great. And keep in mind that I did get supposedly get a better mic, but because of this pandemic, the two times that I ordered from Amazon, it got canceled because I'm in Hawaii and a lot of things, a lot of electronics can don't get shipped to Hawaii. Even before the pandemic, and then also the um, the other website that I got it from, it's Wish, so a lot of products from China, so it'll take a few weeks to get here. So we're waiting for those. Okay. So let's go to the pre-market. We got one here with a lot of volume. You gotta excuse me, man. I got heartburn today. I think ate too much spicy food yesterday. Okay, so we got DGLI, DGLY, LK, American Airlines. Since we're using the $50 today, we'll probably do a couple of shares of American Airlines if we get in it. So I'm not gonna be strictly looking for penny stocks for today. Um, like I said today, I mean, our goal is to get a win rate. It doesn't matter if it's 2 cents, 10 cents. We're trying to win. Bingo. Never heard of bingo before. And now bottom is NRS. SQQQ. That one keeps popping up. JBLU. JBlue. Is that a airline company? JetBlue maybe. Uh, EVFM. PCG. And Party again. Okay, that one keeps popping up. Let's do one more. CTRM. Yeah, let's just keep it at that right there. That's enough. Um, so that's 14. That's more than enough. So we're just looking for a couple to get into. So at $50, we're trying to limit our trades to $500 today. So that way we have money to play with tomorrow. So that's 10 trades. So we're trying to keep it under 10 trades today. Does that make sense? Because otherwise we won't have whatever we play with today, whatever we play in the market today, we're not gonna have access to it tomorrow. So if we're starting with $753 available to trade, that means that if we use 500, we'll have 250 tomorrow plus whatever we worked with on Friday. And so Friday we had four trades. Did we say four or five? I think we had five trades times 40. So we had $200 that we played with on Friday. So 200 plus this 250. So we should have somewhere around 450 tomorrow to play with if we don't go overboard today. Okay, so we got those ready. So now let's start looking at some of the daily charts. So we'll go back to daily chart here. Daily charts. Yeah, Neo man. Mm. Okay, we have a hyperbolic here, American Airlines. Wow, look at that. We've been tracking it over here at $12, and looks like yesterday it went as high as 22.72. Not yesterday, Friday. And Thursday was crazy. Thursday went from 12.65 to somewhere around 18. Wow. Okay, so it looks like the airlines are trying to come back. All right. So we'll put some lines here just to give us a guide. I don't think these lines here that went hyperbolic are gonna mean too much today, especially with it going down. But it's nice to have. All right, so we have the top right here. Let's put that on there. We got a bottom down here. Will it go all the way down like this? Probably not. But we'll put it just in case. Especially because it looks like it went from a resistance to a support. Sun had 3 green days before started going down. This one just had a huge fall, so we might be able to get into this one or gains. I'm not sure. Overall, it's pretty flat. Price movement is sideways, so um, I don't know if that's gonna mean anything. So really, American Airlines is the only one that's kind of on an upward trend, but it's on a current correction. This one, it is kind of moving up though. It is moving up a little bit, so. Oh, it looks like I played this one before. Digital Ally. Hmm. It looks like this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. It looks like Tuesday. But look at that. After I played with it, look how far it went. And it looks like I lost some money. Actually, I'm not. Yeah, it looks like I lost some money here. And I might have gone out of 178 and it went up to $3. Man, I mean, it popped up. It was on my register. What is this? Clear drawing set. Hmm, interesting. I missed 3 consecutive updates right there. So it looks like something's going on. I mean, I don't think after 3 days is it gonna come down? Probably not. How come it didn't show up the other days though? That's what I'm wondering. It showed up on this day and it didn't show up on these days. Okay. We'll see what happens today. Enob. We got a bottom here for the daily chart. Overall, it is uptrending, but it's getting kind of wild right now. I had 4 green days, so I don't know if today's gonna be another green day or most likely it'll be red. Ooh, this one we got into this one before. Was that on Wednesday? Looks like we lost some money. Let's clear these drawings and start fresh. Wow, I had a big drop before. Actually, no, that's too close. So let's make some lines at 320, and then it gapped down a few days ago. So we'll put that on there. I wonder if it's gonna gap up today. It is jet blue. 2 green days and then it dropped. So let's put the top with the previous resistance. See if it has something to do with today's price movement, if it gets down there at all. It's a big move though. Okay, we played okay before. We cleared drawings, so you can see overall price movement for the daily chart is huge compared to what we played it on the last time we got into it. It looks like Thursday was a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It was up, and then Friday was down. I wonder if it's gonna get past this resistance today. It's gonna be a huge push if it does. I think. I mean, that's just my assumption, but hopefully, hopefully we can get into that today. I'm gonna leave that on there because I'm still in it. So I'll leave those drawings for now. Or maybe I should get rid of the other ones. I'm not sure. Leave it for now. Oh, look at this one. Jeez. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, man. It'd be nice if we knew when that was gonna happen, right? Yeah, just put your money here on there's that Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Monday. Also on Monday, if you got in at 1260, sold at 2086. Yeah, you have to be like a magician or something to figure that out. So it was an overall downtrend when it just shot up like this. I don't really know what to do with that. Yeah, this overall uptrending, it looks like it's gonna start coming down. If we look at the pattern, up, down, up, down. Um, I'm still struggling with the schedule, guys. Yesterday was it was a little bit easier because I stayed up in the morning, even though it was Sunday and I didn't stream. I stayed up. I got up like at 4 in the morning. Stayed up, so I was able to go to sleep a little bit earlier. Not early enough, but earlier. Look at that. The day that I played it was a red day, which I think I ended up losing. And then they had four back-to-back green days after that. It's just luck, man. There's nothing else, man. It's just luck. Bad luck in my case, but look at that. Now we're working with 4 green days I mean, they could still be a fifth, but it gets a lot more difficult, a lot less likely. Look at this one over here. From 92 cents to $1.92 in one day. Um, it could be uptrending today. I'm not sure. I see one green day here. It looks like it's about to go past a previous resistance, so that might mean something. And it is uptrending. I mean, a little bit sideways recently, but look at how many green days we had here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think my settings, are set. What did I do? Set up, application settings. Look and feel. No, I think it's these settings here. Hmm. Chart candles and oh, okay, it is a candle. Fill down. Show wicks. Oh, I guess it is. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought it was set up to like the average or something. This one's downtrending. I wonder why this one keeps popping up. Just it must be just like a ton of volume, but it's still going down in price though. You had one, two, three, four, five, 6 red days before Green Day. Okay, so let's look at the 5 minutes. Try to get some more lines down closer to what the current price is. Whew, look at that. American Airlines exploded. Man, imagine this day right here. Is that Thursday? Hmm. Let's see. Well, actually, no. Last time I said I shouldn't worry about the 5 minutes, right? I should just worry about the pre-market. So that's what we're gonna do. Can we get a couple points here? Whenever I've been watching a lot of videos recently, and they seem to have 2 points, red and green, where they think it's gonna go up and where they think it's gonna go down. Basically, a buy and sell line. How do they know? Like, what are they looking at? I'm not sure. So we might be looking at somewhere over here, maybe for the bottom. You can tell there's not going to be a lot of volume for this one, just the way the price is kind of Um, choppy. Does it say what the of market cap is on these on Thinkorswim? Can't tell. Does it say anywhere? Looks like no. There are penny stocks though. Okay, we got some highs. We got some lows. Look at that. This previous line that I just drew, hit this resistance right there. So that's probably significant. I watched some videos this weekend where they talk about waiting for the first 30 minutes for the market to kind of settle. Look at that. This one, what? This one went from $4 to 1946. That's 5 times. Wow, 5 times in the pre-market. What is it gonna do today? Okay, we got a couple minutes. Well, we got 1 minute before market opens, which is okay because we're gonna wait for it to settle. We're gonna wait for some of the prices here to settle down before we get into them. So I'm not as sleepy today as I was on other days, but I am feeling the effects of morning of waking up. So excuse my yawning. I do have some coffee next to me, so I'll try to drink some more right now as soon as I finish this. There it is. Market's open, so let's see what's gonna happen. It's funny that I hold my breath whenever I'm making lines. It's interesting. Starbucks is above. Okay, so we might have a up market again today. Yeah, we have more stocks up and down. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these previous lines from Neo because it's gonna mess me up. So come up here. Gotta get rid of this one, this one, and this one. We'll go back to the 1 minute. And let's see. Yeah, I mean it's a long way from where I got in, so we'll see what happens. Oxy, what happened? How come it's not working? All right, so we got Uh-oh. Right there, we got one. Uh-oh, I see my software. It's gonna start slowing down. It's starting to act weird. It is interesting that with all the riots and protests going on, that market's still going up. Okay, so this one did go up from $1.13 to 4. So that's why it showed up on the pre-market scanner, pre-market movers. Yeah, it looks like it's going to start picking up here. And SQQQ, that one's just dropping. You know, for as much as this stock shows up, it doesn't look like the volume is there. I wonder why it keeps showing up. Okay, so let's get to the double map. Ooh, where was this? Let's go up here, and then we're gonna keep Neo since we're still in this one. We're gonna put it over to the other graph as we scan. As we scan through these. Well, okay, this one's at the 5 minutes. We want the 1 minute here. All right, so American Airlines is dropping back down. Looks like it might have bottomed out here. Yep. We're gonna wait though. We got about, we're 4 minutes into the market, so we don't wanna rush it. GoPro market's above 496. That's my Robinhood. From Robinhood right there. L mark is above, so it looks like Robinhood is gonna be a good day today for it, for Robinhood. Let's see. Robinhood right now, I'm up. Oh, what? Hold on. I'm up 620 on Robinhood. All right, so I'm fully recovered from 3 large market drops since I started investing. So I'm up 10,500 on Robinhood so far, total. Okay. Okay, American Airlines is picking up. Bingo, yeah, bingo. Doesn't seem like it has a lot of. Doesn't seem like it has a lot of what you call it, volume. And then what is this one? Castor Maritime Inc. A little hectic still. And then this one's definitely moving up, but it's still kind of sporadic the way it's jumping up and down. So I'm gonna hold up on that one. This one's dropping. Ooh, wow, look at this. Yeah, so when the market first opens, prices is just wild. So we're gonna wait for it to settle down a little bit. A lot of these are just dropping, just straight red. This one's this one bounced right off the previous close right here. So PCG. I wonder if that's gonna be the bottom, or if it's gonna come back down. But it did bounce off of that. Party was up and now back down. Went from one. Look at that. Look at the line right here. 198. Is it gonna bounce from it? Was that 11 cents? Super calm. Oh, I hear something.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Lee. What's up, man?
Doing good.
Good, good. You watching?
Yeah, taking a look.
Nice. Let me introduce you real quick to the stream. All right, guys. So this is my made a friend on Friday. This is Lee, first guy that jumped into my chat, so that was good. Woke me up for sure. And so now we're gonna see if we can make a little group together so we can start learning together. And he's working with options. I'm not there yet, not as sophisticated yet, but I'm hoping that once I get the basics down, he can teach me what he knows about options, and we can start doing options on here too. So slowly but surely, right, Lee?
Right on.
So right now I'm just looking at the one that I do have, Neo. Just kind of waiting for this one on my right to continue to go up, hopefully. And then, like we talked about this weekend, given some time for the market to settle down before we start looking for patterns. We got Airlines looks like it's going to be active though, because it was going pretty wild on Thursday. So we'll see if it shows anything today. Yeah, so definitely Neo. I need to make something happen with this one because that was obviously a mistake to carry it over from Thursday. Yeah, Bingo, which I've never heard of. B Biano B Bionano Bionano Genomics. Can't pronounce half of these names. Bionano Genomics Incorporated. This one, man, it doesn't look like there's enough volume for me to keep looking at it. All right, so Neo is coming back down. We might have to cut losses if you know what. Let me come up with a plan for this one because I'm already down $2.50, and I don't want to keep losing on this one. What are we looking at here? Yeah, it looks like it's having trouble passing this resistance from the day before, which is 580. And it's coming back down. So we'll see if this support here means anything. Really, that's the only thing I see. So I'll cut losses if it gets past this support here. All right, let's see. Right now, ENOB seems to be like the highest percentage change at 169%. It's crazy. From 392 to 1946. Man, this should have been my swing. Looks like it's starting to bottom out though, so we might get into this one once it starts settling. The movement doesn't seem too erratic. Looks like people are tracking it pretty close. So we'll see. Volume seems decent in the thousands. Make this a little cleaner. What are you working with today, Lee? Which one are you looking at? You said the five that the guy mentioned, right?
Definitely the five that we mentioned yesterday.
Are you monitoring those right now?
Yeah, just looking at them right now.
Nice. Good luck, man. Hopefully, let me know if that pattern shows up. It'd be
Oh, it's
nice.
bounced up from 219 up to 226.
Boeing is one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's jumped up $7.
Yeah,
That's a lot of money on 100 shares.
I know. And then, so is that one of your? So that's one of your go-tos. But what's the average price movement? So less than $7, obviously. Does
It's actually since early this morning. It's gone up 21 bucks before today's
damn?
open. So I mean, it's up. And Tesla's another one which is up 40 bucks, and of course Amazon's up almost 22. Now it's
Wow.
22. So
Wow, that's a big
not bad.
movers right there. Yeah. So that's the reason why I know I need to get into options because with a small account like this, there's no way I can afford actually buying stock. You know what I mean? I mean, look at Amazon. It's like 2,500, 2,600 bucks per share. I can't do nothing with $1,000. So I definitely need to get my knowledge up on options, man.
14 minutes past the bell.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's looking like
Yeah, that
it's
one rule that he was talking about,
yeah,
15 minutes, and that's what I'm looking at now.
yeah, yeah. So the guy we were watching, for those of you guys that kind of little bit lost, is we just discovered this new guy. He was had a free training video, and he was talking about an H pattern that happens over and over again. So we can try to see if we can play that. He's gonna try with options. Obviously, I'm gonna try with just equities and with I guess going long to keep it simple. And he specifically talked about five stocks that continue to do that, continue to show that pattern over and over again. Um, he basically said all stocks show that pattern, the H pattern, which if it shows up here, I'll show you guys. Uh, but he prefers those just because they move so the volatility is uh, the volatility is not the right word. The price movement is enough that you can if it moves up $5, you can make some pretty good profits from that movement. And so that's why Lee's talking about Boeing moving $7 just on you know just as he's been monitoring. So that's what we're trying to get into today. Yeah. I
Apple did that H pattern within the first 5 minutes, but
it popped up already.
yeah, but the thing is, you got that 15-minute rule.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, 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 yeah. And
uh,
he's
as far as for the movement, there's not the volume where you would noticeably see because it went from with that movement 329 to almost 331. So there's really not enough movement in that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
To make a good profit. So
Yeah, you want to see it. You want to make sure it's an obvious pattern, right?
right.
Yeah, and so he was talking about the first 15 to 30 minutes of the market. It's like I was kind of started out the stream with. It's pretty hectic, so he recommends waiting, not even opening up your screens. But obviously, we're still learning, so we gotta be able to see this stuff. Uh, but yeah, those 15 30 minutes. Uh, he definitely says don't get in before 15 minutes after the market opens. So like in my case, it'd be 3:45, which we're at right now. But it makes so much sense because everybody just jumps into those, pre-market gappers, whether it's up or down, to either short or to try to buy. So I think I've noticed that too. If you watch some of my previous streams, you notice that when I jump right into the market, like within 5 minutes, I always end up losing, just because there's no real way to see the pattern building, until at least 15 minutes out. Okay, so we see some that are starting to settle, but I don't see a pattern yet. This one I was hopeful of because it was starting to curve up into like a cup and handle type shape, but it didn't. It broke that pattern, so gotta move on. This one right here might have bottomed out. Uh,
Oh, man. There it goes.
it just went.
No, I just my uh, screen just kind of went odd. The Thinkorswim that I'm using
Yeah.
just the chart just went blank and then it just came back.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
It did that loading screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just going from screen to screen, checking, and then all of a sudden one went blank. I
Yeah.
had also noticed too, brother, when back in December when I first got into this, I was compounding dividends, and and three of the six stocks that I owned, three of them just went because it was high back then,
Right. Right.
back in December, and then it crashed during February.
Right.
Three of those six stocks are actually positive now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're holding on to them still.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I didn't want to go, sell them off, go 300 and whole per stock. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
want to lose
Yeah.
that money.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some
Stay
stocks.
positive.
Yeah, so that's why I have two different accounts. So I think I mentioned that's why
Yeah.
the I actually haven't updated the scrolling text underneath. That's my Robinhood positions, and that's my longs. Those are the ones that are, if they go red, even if they go red, I mean, there's some that I mess up and I don't cut uh, fast enough. But the whole idea is to hold them for as much as I can. You know what I mean? And so one good example where I don't really normally buy penny stocks for Robinhood, but I did buy GoPro because I like GoPro. I use, I love especially the new camera that came out, the GoPro Max at 360, and for that reason I got into it, and now I'm up 100% on it, and I just bought it last month. You know what I mean? And so plus I don't spend more than $1,000 on each position on Robinhood. So worst case scenario, I lose $1,000, which sounds like a lot of money initially when especially when I first started investing $5 a week and then $25 a week. But after you get comfortable with the market, you realize that that's not a lot of money. You know what I mean? I mean, nobody wants to lose $1,000, but
No,
but you gotta. I mean, if you can't spend $1,000 on the market, you can't expect to make too much money. You know what I mean? So yeah, so all these positions here on that screen on the bottom left, these are all my Robinhood stuff, and I just recently bought 25,000 worth, just because of the taking advantage of the market coming up. You know what I mean? So it looks like this one got frozen. It's LK right here got paused.
mm,
Look at that, right in the middle of me talking. I was thinking if I should get into it, and it just got paused. I wonder what happened. There's no. Is there news on it? Nope.
it's ready to pop if it's gonna pause.
Oh, paused due to volatility. Yep. So Lucky Coffee just got paused. It went from 370. Ooh, okay, that's why. Almost a dollar. What's that? $1.75, something like that, in a couple minutes. Oh, this one's trying to drop. Okay, so that's one that we're gonna be looking at. It looked like it was gonna keep going. Uh, this one's starting to move up. I still don't see that pattern anywhere though. You say you saw it on Amazon or was it Apple? That H pattern.
I think it was on Apple.
Yeah,
Hold on. I bet it was right in the beginning.
right when it started. Yeah. I mean, I guess this one could be considered it right here.
The first 5, 6 minutes there.
Yeah. I guess this PCG one looks like it could be an H pattern.
But I
So
mean, if
mhm.
you want it to move more than, I would think $2, you
Yeah.
might be able to make
Well,
some money on that.
yeah. Well, with me, because you're working with really, like blue chip, expensive. Yeah, with me, I'm working with anything under pretty much. What's at the highest one that I have here is $23. So I look more percentage than anything. Um, but this one right here could be considered an H. See that? See how it comes down here? In fact, I'm gonna see if I can draw for whoever's watching. You got this one coming down, and then oops, and then
Somebody's knocking at my door. I'll be right back.
yeah, go ahead. So you can see that this right here is an H, and then after that H, it kind of picks up. And it's not very obvious though, so I'm not gonna play that one yet. But I am looking for something like that, something a little bit more obvious than that, but similar in shape. Then we got another one. Oh, this one's below. So let's check out um, Pentatong. It looks like it just hit a bottom. We're gonna put another alarm just to make sure it doesn't get out of control, and we can get out of it if it gets too crazy. All right, so let's go back up. All right, it looks like American. Should we get into American? Let's get into American. We got 20, so we'll do 3 shares, which is gonna be just around $60. Uh, okay, so we're in American Airlines. We're in Neo. American Airlines. We got in at 353. And what was the price? 2007. It looks like so here it broke that last resistance, and it's starting. We got in right after that, so we're just watching it. Uh, I gotta come up with an exit plan though, cause right now, so we got it right there. Can we assume that this up here, you thinking it'll reach all the way up there? Maybe not. Yeah. Let me uh, let me use this previous resistance here, so at least we have steps and we're not just guessing and hoping. So right now, oh, see that? So it already started coming down. All right, is it gonna go up to this next one? So as long as it doesn't pass this right here, this previous resistance, then I'm okay. If it's red, as long as it stays above this. But if it gets below that, then I'm just gonna cut losses because obviously it's not going the way that I was hoping. So I'm waiting for the next candle. So the reason I wait for the next candle is because that one can drop all the way down here, but shoot back up, which happened a few times already. And so I'm waiting for the next candle. If the next candle is below that, I'm gonna have to get my first loss of the day. So I gotta get a little bit stricter with my rules because I keep justifying not following the rules, and I end up losing. So I'm waiting for that next candle. Oh, I think it didn't stick. So I'm looking for that next candle to go below that. Which see that one is still above this line. So that's what we're looking at. So we're in American Airlines. It's funny because my sister used to work for American Airlines and my brother-in-law still works for American Airlines. So we'll see if this one makes us some money today. Again, I have a really small account, so I'm looking for a percentage, not so much amount. You know what I mean? I mean, really, I'm not even tracking percentage. Just want to get green, but um, Look at this. See this line up here? See how it's bouncing off of this line here on the right side on Neo? So there's resistance over here. Almost got broke. And it came back to it again. All right, so we're looking for this line to be broken with a new candle. And if that happens, then we get out. If not, then we're just gonna stay in it until it keeps, you know, it shows signs that it's not gonna make it through. So here we go. It's moving up. Let me update my note here. American Airlines. So we are in it. These are the two stocks that we're watching right now, that we're in right now. We are in the money with American Airlines. And I mean, you're starting to struggle already, it seems like. But that's okay. It's still above my entry. Starting to test it again. It needs to stay above this support here. It's not moving a whole lot. So if this movement right here was 1927 to 9 to 20, so that's 73 cents, which isn't a lot, but uh-oh, here we go. It's gonna test it again. We'll see what's happening. We're gonna see what happens right now. Man, the air feels real warm here in Hawaii right now. Got two fans on me, and they feel like hair dryers. Mm. Okay, so we might have to get out of this one. It's not really moving like I thought it was gonna move. Now this could be considered an upside down H, which I don't want to get obsessed about that pattern, but we might be looking at something like this. See that? But I don't know if that's gonna be, if I'm over analyzing it or what. Right now, I'm just looking for it to go up. This one right here again is struggling to go past this line that I just put up because of this previous resistance, and it's definitely struggling to get through it, past it. So I'm gonna make that a little longer. Still green. It's good. I'm gonna put an alarm just in case I decide to start looking at other stocks. So that way I get notified if it drops below that. But I'm not sure I want to leave yet since it's still so early. If it's moving pretty slow though. You know what? I'm gonna move this American Airlines over to the right side so I can try to find something else to get into because uh, I'm not looking for a lot of trades to do today, but I do want to pay attention to Look at that. I want to pay attention to how the patterns are getting built, price action, especially after the first 15 minutes of the market. So it looks like this one is starting to push up. It's only a 5 cent difference, but which one's this? This one's definitely downtrending, trying to consolidate here. So we're gonna see what happens. It's like a little flag. We're gonna see what happens here. It's either gonna go up above this one or below it, obviously. But we wanna try to uh, figure out what happens when those types of uh, patterns are building. And I mean, there's books about them all over the place, but when you kind of experience them yourself, I think that's the best way to learn. This one's downtrending. I definitely don't want to get into that one right now. American Airlines is still struggling, so it's testing my entry again, testing that previous support again. So I might. This might be my last. If it starts coming back down, if it goes up and starts coming back down, I'm gonna get out of it because it looks like that's one, two, three, 4, 5. This is gonna be the sixth attempt at breaking down, which it's not great. It's not a good sign. Yep, right there. It's still in that candle though. What's the next candle look like? Ooh, see, it's one of those iffy ones, man. So, I mean, technically crossed it. Oh, Peloton is dropping again. All right, so American Airlines is being difficult. JetBlue, look at that. So that's one of the examples I'm talking about, where it's flat on the bottom and downtrending on the top, but then it breaks out. So that's JetBlue, which I think it's Canadian. Okay, this one got started up again. Okay, so it looks like I'm about to get out of this one. I mean, it's still higher highs, higher lows. That's what makes it difficult. And it's still sitting on that support line. Yeah, see that next one started below it. So should I cut losses? Yeah, it looks like I should cut it. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. I already went too far. So I lost on that one. It's okay. We're learning, guys. We're learning. That one was 1989. Ah, too early to lose, but it's okay. All right, so let's look for another one. Let's put Neo back up on the far right graph, and let's go with bingo. Oh, actually, where was that? Oh, was it? Okay, oxygen, accidental petroleum. Hmm, 22. It went up from 22.25 to $1.15. I missed that. It's coming back down, but see, it didn't go higher than the previous high, so we'll move on. This is that H I was talking about. It did move up. It's starting to come back down again. Take that off for now. It didn't quite go higher. Party. I wonder if this one's gonna go. Yeah, volume is lacking on this one. Hmm. Keep moving. There's another one. There's downtrending on the top, flat on the bottom. But it needs to get up to the VWAP eventually. So maybe this is one that we get into. The only problem is it could easily drop below. There's no rules that say it has to go up. We're gonna watch this one. So 50 divided by 214. Oops. 50 divided by 214. So we're looking at somewhere around 23, 24 shares. Oh, right there. Look at that. Is it too early? It is too early. What are we looking for? What is the sign here? Bottomed out a couple times already. Now, when it's downtrending on the top and flat on the bottom, like this little flag that it makes, are we looking at a downtrend? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it looks like it wants to push up. I don't want to chase it, but let's get into it, see what happens. We go 218. Okay, we're in this one. Actually, you know what? I forgot to take myself off of American Airlines. So 410. We're in 218. And we'll see. It might drop. So I gotta find. I have to find an exit. SPCB. SPCB. Okay, it might break up. Might break out. Okay, so it's moving up. 25 cents in. Mark is below another one. Okay, so we got two stocks over here on Robinhood that are looks like are dropping today. If I start getting a bunch of alarms, I'm gonna start having to go in there and sell some of that. Because you never know when the market is gonna go down nowadays. All right, it's turning red already. So right off the bat, I go green 25 cents, red 25 cents. Yeah, it's below my entry. Watch it go flat. Where's my exit gonna be? Is it this one right here? 2.7 to 11, which is be 7 cents. 7 times 25. $1.75. Okay. Hmm. Maybe I got in too soon. All right, this Neo is up and down, but it's not getting any closer to my entry. This SPCB starting to go flat right after got in it. That's going down. So that slight movement right there, that's 70 cents. So 87 cents. Hmm. All right, so we're down $1 on that side. Yeah, let's go in the opposite direction. I'm gonna have to cut losses down here. It's another one that I bought right around the top. Yeah, I had this problem on Friday. Well, several times since I started, but it was especially noticeable on Friday and Thursday. Hmm, hmm, hmm. So I'm $1 down on this side, and I'm wondering if this is gonna change. Okay. Okay, it's coming back up. See, should have got in right here at the bottom, but I'm in at 218. Oops. Okay, it's recovering. Still not going too much higher than previously, though. Goodness, suspenseful. It got as high as it did before, and so that's gonna be our break right here. 25 cents. I mean, 25 cents for me, but it'd be 219. Watch it never go past 219. 219. That's one, two, three. This right now it's working on its fourth attempt to break 219. After I got in at 218. There it is. You're gonna shoot up. Supercom LTD. Oh, it's just standing there. 220. Not as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. I mean, it did break the previous pattern, so that's a good sign. But how long? How long is it gonna last? So now I'm 40, 50 cents up. Where if I would have waited a little bit longer, well, anyways, woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? Now we're up 50 cents. Not much, but 50 cents on 25 shares at 218. There it is. Nice. Okay. There you go. All right, that's another one. That's Fate markets below. So I got Fate, Peloton, and WMT, Walmart. I think that's Walmart. All three of them are down today. And this one is pushing up. How far do we want to go? What do we want to get to without being greedy? Here's the VWAP, the spot. Is that where we want to get to? Ooh, Lee is saying Boeing's up $27. Nice. Did you get in it? Oh, you're still watching it still. All right, so it looks like this is a previous resistance. If it looks like that's where he got stuck for.
I never saw an H pattern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's the thing, yeah.
Well, he said it. Those five stocks that buy QQQ.
Show up, yeah.
What was the other three?
Yeah, it was Amazon, Nvidia, Apple, the SQs, and the SPY.
Facebook. I think
Oh yeah,
Facebook.
Facebook. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's breaking high highs right now. It's at 233.92.
Mm,
It's $28 now.
well,
And it's busting.
yeah, and it's not the right time to
I
go
hate
in, right?
I hate to jump into it and it turns around.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's like
It's
right,
breaking high highs.
right when you see it, that's when you want to get into it, but that's probably the worst time to get into it. From what
Every
I've,
time I think it's worse, it goes up.
yeah, see, like this one, I should have sold up on top. Now I'm now I'm going back down. Should have let it go red. So this one had a nice break, but I think I was too slow on getting out. It might go red on me. All right, so previously this one got stuck at 219, so it might hold as a support. I'm not sure, but that's it's really close. That's too close for comfort. You know, when the support is 219 and I got in at 218, you know, it'll take a second for it to just go past it. So there it is. It's coming back up. All right. So what am I looking at now? All right. If it doesn't cross this line, I'm going to get out. I'm at $1.50 profit right now. Oh, yeah. I should just get out already. I'm going to get out because it didn't go be above the previous one. And so I don't want to risk it. So we got out at 422. Not a whole lot of money, but better safe than sorry. 222.48. 48. That's what we got out at. $1.12. You know, small account, small gains. But it looks like it's going to continue to drop, so we'll just come back to that later. That was a little bit too close for comfort. If it holds up here, then it might shoot back up, and maybe I'll get in at this right here, this resistance. But for now, I'm just going to move on. So we got the cues that Lee was talking about. That one looks like it's recovering from a previous drop. Pretty slow though, so I don't know if I want to get into this one when it's doing such slow upward movement. Plus, it just broke the upward trend, so I don't know if it's gonna keep going. All right, let's go back up. See what happened to American Airlines. So we get out right here, and it struggled to go past where I was at, where my entry was. I wonder if you can consider this an upward trend. I had trouble reaching this height or here though, so maybe not. At least not yet. Let's move this line so we can put the bottom of this. Yeah, I don't really like how this one's moving, so I don't know if I'm gonna even consider it. Man, look at this one. This one had a nice little spike. 10-cent spike. For a penny stock, that's a lot. Okay, so Neo's starting to push up past its previous resistance, so we might be able to get our money back. I don't want to get too overly excited because you never know. But for right now, if that becomes a new support, that's a good sign. This one right here, it struggled at 85 cents. Um, it's pretty close to this. Look at that. So this resistance is now a support. So I wonder if we can get in at the bottom of this, or if it's too late. This one's staying with this support here. It broke this downward trend. It basically did the same thing as the one we just finished playing. In fact, I keep forgetting to take them off. So we're out of this one. Okay, and this one's coming back down. But where does it come down to? This is going to be here. Can we get in on this one right here? It might be. Let's play around with some limit orders here. So that is what? That's 365. So 50 divided by 365. We're looking at, let's say, 14 shares. So we put 14 on here. And what did I say? 365? 364. Let's see if it comes down to 364. Now it could come down and keep going. It could come down, touch, and go back up. We don't really know, but we're gonna see if we can figure it out. All right.
Tesla is up $30.
Ooh. So what is it out? Is it a 700 something? 800? So how much would a contract for Tesla be for uh,
917.
917 is the price right now. And if you got a contract for Tesla, what's the minimum you can pay? What's the minimum that you can risk?
Hold on, amigo. Oh, wonderful. Still there?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
My internet just went on the blank.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Sounds like you're in Hawaii, man. That's the internet problems we got over here.
it's really strange.
Yeah. So what happens when the internet goes down to think or swim? Does it
Well,
just freeze up or?
I've got I've got two versions going. I've got Thinkorswim on my phone and Thinkorswim on my computer,
Oh, okay.
and this data quit for some reason. That's weird. I was looking it up and it wouldn't show it to me.
Hmm. But you can reasonably buy a contract for a couple $100 from Tesla, or no?
If I could ever find out what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's probably about $3,600, but that's
For
what I'm
for
thinking.
one contract?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
on Monday.
Yeah.
Remember, they get cheaper as they
Right, right,
as
right,
the
right.
so I can't get into it. It won't let me into it. It
Oh,
just
that
says no
sucks.
streams. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's like one of the no, don't you don't have to apologize to me, man. It's like one of those worst case scenarios. Yeah, when when I think when
And live.
yeah live too. I think what happened a lot of the what was it when Robin well no when the pandemic hit and we had that crash. Robinhood was shut down for a couple of days, and so a lot of people they were trying to sell their stocks. They couldn't do it because it was because their server was down or something.
I heard about that, and there are a lot of people mad.
Imagine, imagine if you're trying to like if right now I already got three stocks that are going below to new lows or whatever, not new lows, but it's going down. Imagine if all of a sudden I can't access Robinhood and sell them. If I start getting like 10 alarms, that would be frustrating. And they only offered like 50 cents per something. I forget what it was.
Contract for Tesla, it's 920 right now. It's up $34.
920 times 100,
920
so 900.
9. So we're looking at buying to say the 925s
Yeah.
out at the end of this week would cost just one contract $2,580.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So it's not like
One,
it's
not
super
10,
cheap.
but one.
Yeah, just one contract. Yeah,
Yeah.
one contract for 11 for 100 shares. Yeah, yeah, it's big money. Yeah, I can't do that yet. Yeah,
Not without ruining marriage, maybe.
I know. Yeah. No, actually, thankfully, I guess my wife's comfortable enough with me, you know, moving money around since I've been doing it for for 4 years now, and we haven't really lost. I mean, there was times where our account dropped by 40,000, like February, right? But it's as long as we don't panic sell and lose it, then it's okay. Look at
And
this.
everybody's asleep at Hawaii, right?
Yeah, everybody's out right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know one guy for sure in the military in my reserve unit that wakes up at 3 to trade, but that's one out of all the people I know. Mm. So I guess I missed this one. I was trying to get in right at this rebound, but it already passed me. So let me cancel that. I wonder when I can get into this thing. I definitely don't want to chase it. Where is it going to come down to? Man, it's shooting up too. Is it going to come down to here? 350. It was a 50-cent move. All right, let's wait for the next candle. See what it's gonna do. So you say you traded stocks before, not options, and you've had more success with options,
I've had more success compounding stocks in a long term
long term.
than
So yeah, yeah,
trading
holding it. To,
individual stocks.
yeah, same with me here.
Kind of
Uh,
hit or miss with these.
yeah, I mean, because you're risking it, right? You're just going by visual science compared to like when I buy stuff for with Robinhood, I'm actually doing at least a little bit of research on the companies. Most of these companies, I don't even know what they do. You know what I mean? So I think that's where uh, fundamental analysis kind of helps out a lot.
Well, I think Boeing has contracts with the Defense Department
Yeah.
and with, TW, not TWA, they're long gone.
Mm,
United and all those Southwest and all those, uh, American Airlines, all those airlines places. So they got contracts with those. So they're making their money off that and the Defense Department on top of that too. So
right.
it had dropped down to what 130 something, and I think it's trying to get back up to 330 something where it was before everything went crazy.
Yeah. There was one that I was looking at. There was a resort, and I guess after the pandemic. So in February, yeah, like early February, it was at $90, and in March it was at $6.
Wow,
That was like crazy.
that one long term.
Yeah, but yeah, right. So I did. I bought it. I bought it at I think it was $16. So it's coming back up. Uh,
Good.
so you figure once everything starts opening back up, and people start traveling more and investing, it's a resort, so they got hotels, I guess, everywhere. And so I
Well, the
guess
market's 27,000 already.
what is
Uh,
the
the whole market, the Dow Jones,
yeah, yeah, that's
27,000 right now.
recovered right from after the crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we're pretty close.
Yeah, not bad. I'm actually fully recovered from even back in December 2018 when, or was it October? I think October to January it dropped like a bunch, and so I'm already recovered from that. Let me try to get into this one here.
Not all of us are so lucky.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh, look at that! As soon as I got in, it dropped. Jesus, man, these guys are good. Like, doesn't it feel like sometimes they were looking at your screen, and like as soon
They're
as
looking over your shoulder.
yeah, as soon as you go in, they're like, okay, guys, go ahead, let's drop the price now.
Yeah,
Man.
Lee just got into it, so yeah, let's go ahead and turn it around.
Yeah,
Yep,
no.
exactly.
Jeez, like I literally just got into it and then this huge red candle jump. Wow, freaking jumped out.
After that, it's like time to break out the tequila.
Yeah. Make the pain go away. It is. It is emotional, man. I mean, it's not like. I mean, it's not as much of an adrenaline rush, but more of a like a emotional kind of roller coaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because especially when you go in and it starts moving up, and then all of a sudden you're red, and you don't realize, you don't realize that you held it too long or something. But looks like it's trying to recover, so hopefully it keeps going.
Boeing has dropped 5.6 points.
So
In
when
the
it's
last
dropping, you put a
10
put, right?
sessions.
Have,
Right, but I'm waiting for that bounce.
right. Do you
On
normally do
support.
puts?
If it is in a downward trend,
Yeah.
yes. If it pulls back, then I'll do that
So you do
on
both.
support. Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
on the ceiling, I mean.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that I can't do shorting right now. Because my account's too small and I don't have a margin account. Um, but I think if I was able to short it, it'd be just a little bit more complicated. It'd be more risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's good that I started with a small account. 'Cause look, I'm about to lose some money right now.
Just money.
Yeah, it's just money. As long as it's
We're
like
about to lose Trump's money. How's that sound?
it's like tuition. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like tuition right here. This is a
Exactly.
yeah. Look at that. It's dropping now. I got in too late. See, that's what happens when you chase it. It's funny because I wanted to get down here and just never reached back down. You ever been to Hawaii?
Oahu,
Yeah.
in 1992.
Oh, 92. What you think about it?
Yeah. It was quiet at the time. It was the slowest part of the season.
What month did you come?
December.
Oh yeah, yeah. December's pretty slow. Well, December you get a lot of the Canadians come over trying to escape. Well, it's not like the middle of winter, but you do get a lot of Easterners, like Americans from the East Coast, and a lot of Canadians come over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to get away from the cold. And summertime, our summer is winter for Australia, so that's when you get a lot of the Australians come over.
I really thought it was beautiful, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. I mean, I like. Obviously, you can't complain about the weather even when it's hot, because it never hits like uh, what's the hottest it gets in you're in Arkansas, right? I can never
No,
say
I'm
it.
in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, I mean Oklahoma. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
It
This
gets
weekend, I think I got over 100.
Yeah, so it never gets over 100 over here. Like the hottest it'll get, it was 95. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get out of this one because it looks like it's not. Ah, I wonder if I got out too early. But yeah, it never really reaches 100 degrees over here, so we're pretty spoiled. People are wearing jackets at like 70-degree weather,
Complaining.
complaining. Yeah, oh my God, it's so cold. My wife is like that. She complains.
And do
if
you feel the humidity? Humidity, what's that?
Yeah, it's interesting. And you got people from Canada or something. It's like 40 degrees out and they're topless. They're wearing bathing suits or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to Canada probably 5 times to go
Oh yeah,
fishing up there, and it's no complaints, man. It's nice.
it's
But
nice.
when that weather starts changing, oh my gosh.
You go summertime though, right?
Yeah, between August and September.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard that's the best time to go because we did hosting. We hosted not students, but there's this website called workaway.info where you go and you kind of look for host families or host businesses or just host in general. And so you can go pretty much anywhere in the world and you stay there. It's free. Sometimes they provide food and uh, and you basically just trade. For us, it was daycare, but if you have a farm, you can have somebody come help you with the farm, and you just gotta feed them and house them. And so we did that for a little bit, and we had a few Canadians, and they always said, "Yeah, just go summer." From June to about September. They say June is nice, but it's also busier because it's everybody's on vacation and all that. But they definitely recommend going in summertime. And we were supposed to go this year, but with this pandemic, we had to cancel everything. We had to cancel every. In fact, we were supposed to go to Taiwan in March, but we can't. The airline canceled our tickets. So it wasn't even us canceling.
I'll be right back, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, man. All right, so we got American Airlines is still trying. Oh, I got too many lines on here. Let me get some of these off. Oops. I wonder if I should get back into it. I already lost over here 54 cents. Do I think it's going to keep going? Not until it passes this. No, I guess not. What about this one? No. That'd be nice if I could have gotten in over here. It's only 3 cents. I'm going to get rid of that one. That one's not really catching my attention. Let's see. This one. 7328. It looks like it's dropping back down, lower lows. I don't know if it's going to be able to recover. All right. This is still dropping. Oh, good thing I got out. Look at that. See? So that was a should have gotten that up here, but it's okay. I wonder if because it's technically even. So even though it's not higher highs, it's even. So if I wonder if it's gonna bounce back up when it reaches down here. You guys think I'm pushing it? I might be pushing it. Let me get rid of these lines. So this is it looks like the inverse H that the guy was talking about. You see that? You see this kind of H move? So that means it's going to go down. Nothing's 100%. It's still bouncing around right there. All right, we're just gonna keep an eye on that one. This one continues to move up and what do you call and drops back down. Look how perfect this line is right here. Isn't that impressive? It's impressive to me for some reason. Let's see if it crosses this previous resistance. And if it does, we might be looking at going green on this swing trade. I don't know. We'll see. See, it's consolidating. So when it consolidates, it could go either way. Come back to it. Right there, look at that. What's it going to do? Yep. Oh my god. Ooh, man. That's a jump. And it's doing it again too. Jeez. You just never know. You never know what's gonna happen. Look at that. It just keeps going. It keeps going. That's the problem with coming in too early. See that? If I would have came in down here when it touched this previous support, then this wouldn't have been an issue. But it was way too close to comfort. So as soon as it started kind of bouncing back and forth, that's when I got out. And I missed this opportunity right here. 420. And it might still keep going. I don't know. But that's the thing with entries. You know what I mean? It really depends. If I would have came in over here, I would have obviously sold down here. But look at that; it still keep going. It just keeps going. So I missed that by what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. And look at look at where it stopped. Look at what the resistance was. You know what I mean? So now I'm not as confident going in because I don't know if it's gonna turn around and switch back to a downtrend. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that go into this type of stuff. But yeah, I missed it by 6 minutes. Now, how far down is it gonna go? Is it gonna try to reach here? Because he was having trouble going past. What was it? What was this one right here? 396. Hmm. And it's still going. Look at that. It's still moving. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Man. So this was a previous. Okay. So see, that's why I kind of broke through. I mean, I'm guessing. I don't know. How far down is it gonna go? Is it this one right here? Man, look at that. Look at the difference. So I got in and it had an immediate drop. And look, it's still going. Hmm. And now I'm just watching it. And I had 14 shares too, so every cent that's multiplied by 14. Every cent it moves up. So 388, 445. Wow. And it could still keep going. Look at that. Mm, mm, mm. I don't want to chase it now. So these are irrelevant now for now, at least until it comes down. It looks like this is going to be the support here, 436. Oh my gosh. And the crazy thing is that I don't know if it's gonna drop down to make up the difference or if it's just gonna keep going like it did right here. That's insane. At least this one's bringing back some money. Look at that though. Okay, so now it's coming back down. It's probably gonna go come back down to this one here, right? Should I get in it, or is it gonna keep going? Because it could potentially come all the way down to this line, since that's where the trend line is showing. So it could go all the way down, but it could go sideways all the way until it hits this line. 6 minutes. That was the difference right there. It was at 440, and it shot up at 446. Yep. 6 minutes, my friends. That was the difference between 42 cents and I don't even know. I probably would have gotten scared over here somewhere. Is it going to keep going? I mean, this is higher than previous, but not by a lot. What the fudge? Crazy. That's another higher. Ah, I'm going to get in. Ooh, I'm going to get in and I'm going to lose. I'm going to get in and I'm going to lose. Because that's how it works. Somebody's on my shoulder watching, waiting for me to put my money in so they can take it. 431 at 554. We'll see. We're gonna try to. Yeah, man. It could easily drop down to this line though. That's the problem. Okay. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna keep going? It's already higher by a millicent. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's struggling. It's struggling. There it is. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Where do I want to get out? I want to get out this red line. So at least I don't go red. Whoa, that's a $4 difference. Jeez. I should just get out already. 5. Imagine if I would have been down here. Jeez, man. I missed 50 cents. There we go. $6, 680. Oh. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. How much can it, how much more further can it go? Ooh, am I gonna mess it up? Am I gonna mess it up? Okay, let's move up. Let's move up to this line right here, and that's gonna be my out. That's a big push, man. That's I don't know how long that's gonna last. That's a big push. I'm up 750. I gotta be ready, man. That's gonna be what? 450, 448. Okay, so 448 and then drop down to 421. That's a 26 cents difference. Do I want to do a trailing stop? Trail stop? Trail stop? What do you call it? You want to do a 20 cent, 25 cent trail stop? Uh oh. Uh oh. See, this one's struggling to get past and go higher. 85. What did I say it was? 48 and 20. Just 28 cents. 28 cents. 85 minus 28. That's what? 65. 57. Yeah, it would have been triggered right there. Um, hmm. Let's do a 30 cent trail stop. Let's do that. Sell 100%. Trail stop. We're going to do 30 cents. And the is the bid correct? I don't know if it should be the bid or the mark or what. All right, let's see what happens, guys. We're already up, so even if I mess it up, oh wait, that's too much. No, that's not what I want. I want 100%. Uh, Trail stop, 30 cents from the mark, right? Mark, average price, mark. Which one? Oh, see, it's already going to be at 30 cents. It's already going to be at 30 cents. Mm. All right, I'm going to have to get out. See that? That would have been triggered. That would have been triggered already. $4. I'll probably end up messing this up. Yeah, looks like it's gonna drop big. I'm gonna get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Yeah, I messed that up. Oh my gosh. So 5 o'clock at 4:42. Terrible. So I could have been at $7, and instead I'm at 218. Oh, that's why you gotta have a plan, man. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. And watch it be the bottom. Man, look at that huge difference in that. 388. That's $1. So it would have been $14 instead of I made $2. Damn it. All right, screw it. Let's get in it again. Oh, I'm already gonna be. Oops. Wait, no, no. I still have a few more trades I can do. So this might be the definition of overtrading here, guys. You might want to pay attention of what not to do. 452. Okay, so we'll see. I might just give all the gains away right now. I'll give them back, I mean. Okay, I gotta have a better plan here. Definitely don't want it to go too much in the red. Oh my god, these are such bad trades. I should just sold it up here, man, and waited till it came back down. If it doesn't reach this line, I'm going to sell.
There we are.
I'm struggling, man. Oh, look at that.
I
I missed this huge opportunity right here just for overthinking things.
jumped. I got two contracts on Boeing,
Yeah.
and it zoomed up to 250 bucks plus. And so I was going to jump out of it, and by the time I jumped out of it, it dropped down to 100.
What?
Yeah, and so I made $107.
Damn. Wait, so it went from it went from how much to how much? What?
It went. It was at. It went. It was like at 229.71, and it went up to 231.59.
Yeah.
And then it. By the time I said, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll get that.
Yeah. By the
And the
time it
way
got
it was
filled.
acting, it was going side to side.
Yeah.
Like you said, somebody's looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he just bought. Let's go to
He's
sleep.
in, guys. Let's go. Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened. And
Yeah.
I had thought, okay, 200 bucks. I'm happy with that, because here's the thing. And I'm like you. I get into something, and
Yeah.
you feel it in your stomach, just turns into a knot. And I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there watching it. I'm trying to control myself.
Yeah.
And now look at it. Look at it. Now it just went up another couple points.
It's shooting up. Look at me, man. I'm over. I just gave up all the gains I had. Now I'm down 20 cents instead of being up.
Yeah.
Oh
So I could have
man.
picked up another 200-300 bucks just now.
Yeah. Jeez,
Ah,
man. They know. They know. Watch, and I just sold it for a loss, and it's gonna keep. It's gonna start moving back up.
so, ah.
Oh, never mind. It's dropping. Oh well. Oh man. This gotta be a better way. Jeez. That's why we're gonna get old soon, man. Look at that.
Oh, I'm already old.
I did three trades where potential of $14 and then end up with plus 1 cent. Oh my god, that's bad. It's like the worst trades. Look at that. I got out 6 minutes right before it shoots up. I got in at a pretty good point on the second one, and I waited too long, so I ended up losing some money.
You jump
Oh
over to
well.
Boeing. I know, and I tell you what, I'll just make a picture of it and post it in here.
Boeing. What's a ticker for Boeing?
BA.
Oh yeah, look at that.
You notice it goes there towards the end. It goes side to side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, right here.
See it like where it's at 229.25, and it just going side to side to side to side to side. See, I have bought over here like at 229.75, and it jumped
Wow.
up here
Yeah,
where it peaked, and then started to come back down, and then go to side. So I'm like holding my breath.
yeah. So you got down here,
And it got
and it
to
went
about
sits
five
in.
candles back from where it's at right now, and it popped up.
Yeah,
Oh, great. Or four candles back. It popped up. Oh, that's great. because it refreshed everything. And then so I started, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and get out of it, and then it drops down as I'm getting out of it.
Wow, look at
And
that.
it's a
Jeez.
$100 difference.
Yeah, look at that, man. It went from 219 to yeah.
So just
Like
if you could control your emotions and control what you're doing, that's one thing. But tell you what, man, it's a hard thing to do.
yeah, I think with me it's just I didn't have a plan. So you saw, I don't know if like I was struggling to find an exit. And look at that, I sold and it's gonna move up. Watch, but once I got in, I was like, do I sell now? Like what? So I was thinking maybe I can put a trail stop. But by the time I had it set up and ready, it was already where it was supposed to sell, and so I ended up just selling. But yeah, man, look at that. That's
Good learning situation.
I know, yeah. That's why I'm still okay with just losing, $1 here, $2 there, because once I get to where you're at, man, I'll be too much money, man. I'm gonna get a heart attack. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I think you'll be fine. You get
Mm.
used to it. But I mean, look, like if you could tell, it came down and it did the H, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
It does the H, boom, boom, and then it started working itself back up slowly but slowly.
yeah. Right here, huh? So let me explain it again, since this is a pretty nice what do you call representation of the H. So that's one right here. So let's say it goes down to here, and then another line here, and that's the H. And so once it gets to the bottom of the H, either flat with the previous down low, or a little bit above that, that's when it starts showing. Supposedly, it's going to start moving up, and it did. Look at that. Exactly how the guy said it.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah,
Saw that right
that was
there.
good. Good in. At least you're green so far, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
And
I don't even know how
it
much
going
I'm.
side to side like that kind of worried me a little bit. So
Yeah, yeah. Mine is showing me I'm green, but that's because I still have a swing trade that is showing green for the day, but red for the total, the net. But it's still moving up, so maybe it'll be green at the end of the day.
are
Look
you
at
with?
that.
Are you through TD Ameritrade?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thinkorswim, yeah. And so, but that's just for the day trading part, and then the majority is with Robinhood. I got some stuff for retirement accounts and stuff, college funds with the bank, which I'm kind of doubting now. I had a friend of mine who is a personal what do you call financial advisor
Mm-hmm.
say that he doesn't really believe in college funds because you don't really get a max return on your investment, and then uh, even though it's not required to use it for college, like if your kids say, I don't want to use it for college or whatever, you can still transfer over to something else, but then you get penalized somehow. So something like that, I forget.
I'm up. I'm happy.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're good for the day now.
Yeah. If I can find little something here and there, maybe I can
Yeah,
put some in my account.
I wonder if this one's gonna do anything since it looks like it's going green.
I saw some great setups for Amazon, and I couldn't jump into it because I just don't have enough money just for either one.
Yeah.
So
So you're using Thinkorswim as well, right?
yes,
But you're under the 25,000 whatever the rule. The what do
right.
you call it?
But it's a cash account, so if it's I can use all my cash in one
Oh,
day.
okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 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 yeah. So you can. Do you try to use half of it so that you have something to trade with the next day, or you try to use the whole
Oh no
the
no
whole
no!
thing?
I could use all of it today. Within 24 hours, I can use all of it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, how come? Is it
Yeah,
because it's options or
it's a cash. It's cash. Oh yeah, options are one day, and I think regular stock is 2 days.
equities 2 days? Yeah, because mine's 2 days. So like you see right here that it says available funds for trading. It's 460. I started out with 750, I think, and so if I use the 460, that means I'm only gonna have the 200 that I used on Friday tomorrow to trade with. So that's why I gotta be careful.
Boeing just went up to where so I would have made $500 if I just would have waited.
Man. What the guy said, reach your goal and get out, or 45 minutes and get out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I don't know. I'd have a heart attack in 45 minutes. I'm thinking, you know.
but then you would have, but the goal would have been 400. Remember, the guy said to look at 400 at least for the first month or so.
Yeah, and it would have made 400 too.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Wow. Yeah,
yeah.
he's right though. You just got to have the, like you said, 40.
Patience, yeah,
That's what I forgot to write down. The 45 minutes. Stay in it for 45 minutes.
yeah. Either 400 when you start out, or 45 minutes. You know what I mean? But 45 minutes is a long time watching the graph.
Right.
Yeah. See
Ah, look at
this?
that. Now I would have made $600.
Yeah. You're just hurting yourself now, man. You're just hurting yourself now.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm patience through the bad,
Yeah.
and then when it gets up to my goal, oh, okay,
You
I'm
start
getting to
panicking.
where I'm happy with it. Oh yeah, I'll get out of it
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then it goes more and more and more. Now that guy's right though. You got to stick to those rules.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I don't know. I might give
I
him
was in
a
that
shot later on
I was in that trade
for what, short amount?
21 minutes.
Oh, see, half more. You were halfway there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but my anxiety just kicked in. Oh, look
yeah.
at that, man. Now it's kicking up. Now I could have made more.
Look at this one right here. Party is moving up. I wonder if I should get into this party one.
And I was right on the double bottom right here too. Look at that.
2083. I wonder if it's too late to get into this one. It was a big drop.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can write this one a little bit.
Another 16 minutes and I'll be done for the day.
Yeah,
So I'll give
nice.
myself 2 hours and then I'm done.
Yeah, otherwise you can't. You'd be there just watching graphs all day. That's what I'm trying to avoid.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So we've been streaming for about 2 hours. So yeah, I'm about the same. Look at that. Immediately when I put it in, it drops. Jeez, like, come on, man. Like, what are the chances? I think or Swim is messing us up. They're trying to get their money back like casinos. I'm telling you, man. What are the chances immediately when I put in, it drops? I mean, I was pushing it though. It was obviously moving up a little bit. I had a good uptrend, and I think I got in at the end. I think I just got in with enough at a perfect point to give them money. Man, look at that. It went from 219 at 440 to 274 at 5. So that's what, 20 minutes. And within 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, it went back down below that. Hmm. And I got in right at the top. I don't even know if it's going to go up any higher.
IBM is trending up.
Wow, I haven't heard of IBM in a while.
They're up at $2 today, but
It's
they're
a
trending up, so it's not at the high right now, but
it's up $2, or it's the price is $2.
it's up $2.
Oh, okay,
Price is
okay,
133.99.
okay. I was gonna say there's no way it's a penny stock. Yeah,
You're playing that.
yeah.
Hit a high today of 134.33.
Oh, nice. I'm getting most of my money back over here on Neo if it keeps going. I think this party might give me some money back, but I don't know.
So, well, after today, what you doing?
So I'm trying to work out after I do these streams. So I try to end the stream around 6. So another 45 minutes and I'll be out. And then I'm way out of shape. I'm in the military still, right? So I still have to like pass a PT test and all that. It's just that we don't have anything for the next 2 months because of the pandemic. So I've been getting fast. So I need to start working out. Thinking about doing that for an hour, maybe just walk around outside for a little bit, and then come back, finish off all the journals that I do for the Patreon journal, and yeah, and then I wanted to do some Twitch streaming, but I'm not sure. I'm thinking maybe I need to do a couple of vlogs for the YouTube channel, and then just finish up. So I need to do taxes too. Remember, taxes got pushed up to July.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about. I have to file.
Yeah, I got to file
I
too.
forgot about that.
And then because we applied for the that unemployment, uh, since I'm in the military, you can see that I have income if you check my social security number, but my wife doesn't because she's not in the military, so it's all self-employment income. And so I tried to submit a bunch of 1099s and a bunch of like bank statements, but they want to see the taxes, so I got to do the taxes. Otherwise, she's not gonna. Eventually, they're gonna start asking questions about her income.
Isn't the
Um,
cutoff on the 15th, or
yeah,
is it earlier than that?
July 15th, so they pushed it up
July 15th.
3 months. Yeah.
And if you file an extension after that,
You should be okay. I think. I mean,
it
because
can go out to December, you think?
I don't 6 months. What's that?
Let's see. April, May, June, July, August, September. No, I think it's 5 months still.
Yeah, you might not be able to push it past December though. So maybe
I think it's November.
that's a good guess. Yeah.
I file extension every year.
Oh, okay. How come?
Ah, so much
Just to
paperwork.
give you more time.
Yeah, give me more time. Give my the guy that does my taxes more time.
Sometime, yeah, because all those guys are. I use TurboTax, which is probably not the best thing to use when you're self-employed, but for right now, it's been working out okay. I mean,
I have so many receipts.
you have a lot of receipts. Yeah. Our business is pretty simple. We're photographers, so because we do everything digital, there's no like products to give. So it's a lot simpler than if we were running a business, like a I don't know, like a retail store or something like that. And but we still have to be able to claim our insurance. There's like rules about home offices and stuff like that. So that's the stuff that takes me more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I definitely need to get started. Otherwise, it's funny because a lot of the times I wait. Normally it's April 15th. A lot of the times I start like April 13th, and one time I got it in at 11:59 on the 14th, on the 15th.
Oh, wow.
So in fact, I think you can see my one of my vlogs. I forget which one, but I was talking about how I just barely got in the deadline, but then it got extended for whatever reason. So I ended up being good on it.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys have to pay every year like I do. You know.
yeah.
So last year I paid 6 grand. The year before that I think it was 38. The year before that
Mm,
it was I mean, and you got to come up with it. It's not like it's sitting around.
it's not sitting around. Yeah, 3,800 or 38,000.
Thousand.
Oh my God, jeez.
Yeah, I'm sure whoever is using that tax money was very happy.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
No,
nuts.
like I don't know, man. I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the right way. I did a bunch of research with the Small Business Bureau, and the way I see it, as long as there's no tangible product that we produce, so like if we send somebody an email link with the photos, then that doesn't count as retail. And so we just our taxes for the services is less here in Hawaii, right? Like,
Mm,
so Hawaii doesn't have income tax; it has GE taxes, and so we save money on that part. And then because my wife just started shooting not too long ago, well, I mean a few years ago, so we're still catching up with the initial investment. You know how um, you can push stuff back 5 years. Like if we spend so when she started shooting, I bought her like $15,000 worth of camera gear, so I just pushed that through 5 years. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. So all the equipment and stuff. So far we've been lucky. We pay every year, but it's been around no more than 5,000. Which I have friends and doing the same thing, spending 15,
Oh,
20,000, just because their partner's working or other issues.
missed
Yeah.
an opportunity on Intel.
It just
So
jumped.
hit that bottom bar resistance and jumped up. It's at
How do
it's
you
up another 40 something cents, huh?
how do you get your resistance and your supports?
I look for where it bounces at. Like every stock goes up, every stock goes down, and
Right.
I look for the consistent where it hits at a certain spot every time. That's the one I look for. I know that's the resistance. I mean,
But
sorry, that's the support.
but you're looking at the daily chart though.
I'm looking at the daily resistance chart. Yes,
Yeah. Okay. And then you carry that over to the intraday.
yes,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I try to do. So when I start my stream, that's why I started 30 minutes early, so I can look for the stocks, look at the daily charts. But the problem is when you're working with penny stocks, it's pretty erratic. So
yes.
uh, yeah, man, I really gotta learn options because I don't know. Obviously, winning 30 cents here, a dollar there, it's not gonna do anything for my account size. Um, yeah, you say you started with a couple of thousand, a couple hundred.
I couple started with a couple thousand. I started saving back in December, and
Yeah,
then just adding, $200 to $500 to the account
every month. Yeah,
whenever I could get paid, or
right, right.
whenever I had some extra money. If I did some lawns or something like that, I kept pumping it up.
Yeah, yeah.
It started. I think I had started out with like two or three, $400 in December,
Hmm.
and then by the time, and then that crash hit, I lost about a third of my account,
Yeah,
but I didn't sell. I just stayed. You know, figured it'd come back,
yeah.
and eventually the account accumulated up to about 16,000.
Mm,
Here a couple weeks ago. You know,
yeah,
and so I'm working with that. I've taken a little bit out of it, for reasons I can't say.
yeah, right,
You can
right,
tell
right.
me offline.
Yeah, yeah,
But other than that, it's been consistent and consistent. I mean, I've lost a little bit, I've gained a little bit.
yeah.
I've been probably 50-50.
That's the goal, right?
Maybe I lost a little bit more than I've gained, to be
Yeah,
honest with you. You know,
but that's the goal, right? The goal is to be consistent.
right?
You know what I
Well,
mean?
I've had two winning days in a row from
Mm,
Friday last week when I first met you
yeah.
to today.
Maybe
So,
I'm your lucky charm, man.
hey, I'm hoping so, man.
You never know.
Hey,
Maybe you're
if I
watching.
do,
Maybe you're watching
if I
my
do really
mistakes and
good,
you're like, "Don't do what that guy's doing."
yeah, exactly. Tell you what, where I'll if anything if it does really well and I get over 10,000, no, I'll get over 20,000.
Yeah.
I'll take a trip, come visit you, and
Yeah, man.
buy some food, man.
I'm right here in Waikiki, bro. I'm right here,
And
man.
after
This is
that,
where you
we'll
want to be.
we'll go take a walk.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll take you to some bad Mexican food over here.
That beach there, right there at Waikiki, doesn't it have a good walking trail there?
Yeah, man. It's long. It's really
They got the
long.
little statue out there, right there on that
Yeah, yeah.
little street.
Kamehameha. The Kamehameha.
Kamehameha, yeah.
Not Kamehameha. Sorry. Kamehameha is in downtown. Duke statue. Duke.
Okay.
I can't pronounce his name. Kamehamoku or something. But yeah, so that's Waikiki Beach, man. I'm right. If you were here in the '90s, man, because I landed in late 1999, December. In fact, I was in the plane New Year's Eve, 1999, and I was watching the fireworks from the New Year celebrations, and it's completely different, man. Like from when you were here, because you say you were here in the mid '90s.
92.
92, yeah,
Yeah.
92 to I'm sure from 92 to 99 when I got here was different because that's a 7 year gap. But from like right now, I mean, it's kind of, it's good and bad. Obviously, they put some more money into it because, all the tourism and stuff. But at the same time, it's a lot more expensive. So that's like the downside. But it's way different, man. Plus you can't really complain about the weather. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, but yeah, man, anytime you get a chance, bro, just like you said, get your consistency working here, and then should be no problem be able to pay for it. And you can trade while we're over here.
That would be awesome.
You know what I
That would be
mean?
awesome.
Again,
Hey,
we can go trade at the beach.
I don't know if you want to put my big nugget on video, but
Look at my man, bro. Like it took me a while to get comfortable looking at my own face. Even now, you still kind of see me avoid the camera screen. But hey, everybody, people get used to everybody. So the only thing is, we got to trade at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that would be the only thing. But if you think about it, that's when I wake up in regular time.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah. When I used to work in tourism, yeah, people would get here and you see people wandering around Waikiki at 5 in the morning because they come from the East Coast and they just couldn't stay asleep any longer, so they start walking around. Nothing opens till 10. You know what I mean? So they're just walking around, enjoying. It's every time I go outside, like something about the air, something about the I don't know if it's the sun or it just feels real good. You know what I mean? Um,
They still have all those ABC stores.
more. They got way more.
Oh my gosh.
They got sometimes some corners have three. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, ABC
We had a
stores
lady.
everywhere.
We went in there one time. We were young, and had a lady walking behind us, keeping an eye on us.
Yeah,
We were just there to buy stuff and leave.
yeah,
It was kind of funny at the time. It was like, okay, okay, we're not gonna steal.
yeah. No, no,
But
no.
man,
Was
that
there
would be so.
were there a lot of Japanese when you were here last time?
Brother, I didn't want to say that,
Yeah,
but yes,
it felt like Japan. Yeah, yeah. It's like that.
everywhere.
You see a lot of Koreans and Chinese now because they have more money now. But yeah, it's. I mean, it's my wife is Japanese, so it's an advantage for me. You know what I mean?
You meet
Since
her there in
plus,
Hawaii, or
yeah, I met her in school. I met her at. In fact, I met her at a Japanese university that had a campus here in Hawaii. And
oh wow,
so I got a scholarship to study Japanese, and it was through the University of Hawaii system. But
hmm
they thought it was a smart idea to put us with the Japanese students at their dorms, and so my classmate was her roommate, and that's how we ended up meeting.
oh wow.
Yeah, everybody thinks that because I'm in the military, then somehow we met through the military, but no, we met as students, and so it's a long time ago already, 2004. But yeah, man.
She was very lucky to meet you, though, right?
Well, yeah, I think I'm the luckier one because yeah, if you look at her, she looks like a real cute small girl, and then I'm just like this big, freaking security guard looking guy, especially when I got the full beard on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm luckier than her, but don't tell her that. Yeah, that's pretty
She'll
good,
be back
man.
in a couple hours anyway, right?
Yeah, she's still asleep, man. I can freaking throw grass, what do you call glass at the walls, and they won't wake up. So yeah. So now, and because I get up so early to stream, she has to sleep with the girls. So now they're all comfortable over there. But yeah, man. Hopefully one day you can see you up here. In fact, what another option too is, um, so my YouTube channel. I try to do a lot of traveling. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
obviously this pandemic. So we were supposed to do this summer because I mentioned we were supposed to go to Canada. It was actually supposed to be Oregon, Washington, Canada, because in 2016 we did California, Arizona, Nevada, and so we
Oh
did like
wow.
a loop. And so one of these days we're gonna hit the Midwest, man. I heard food over there is really nice.
It's. Have you ever had cobbler before?
Cobbler, I is it turkey?
No, no.
No,
It's like a
the
pie,
pie. Oh, the pie, yeah, pie,
and
cobbler
a
pie. Yeah,
cake.
yeah, 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 yeah.
It's a difference between a pie and a cake, and they kind of mix it, and it's absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't tried it yet, but
Try the
definitely, yeah.
blackberry cobbler.
Well, they don't have it over here. I don't think unless I go to like the.
Yeah, it's a Midwest thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got stuck in Houston when we come back from Mexico last time. And, everybody's always talking about Texas barbecue. I've been to Texas before and I ate food up there, but they said something about, Houston. I was like, we looked at all the famous places in Houston. So we went to check it out and man, that barbecue is insane. Like, it's like crack, man. Like, I don't know how they make it so good.
What part of Houston? What part of Texas did you go to?
So we went to Houston because our flight got delayed. So that was when the government shut down back in 2000 December 2018 or January 2018. So we flew back, and there was I guess so many people, so many what do you call those agents? The airport guys, the security guys.
Security.
Yeah, but what do you call the? I forget. I can't think of it. Anyways, those guys that work for the government that do security.
Yeah.
A lot of them called in sick because the government shut down, so they weren't getting paid, and so there was this huge line, and we missed our flight by like literally 5 minutes. And
Oh,
so at first we were pissed. So to kind of try to mellow out, we went to eat some barbecue. Immediately forgot about all the stress. So it
wow.
was Houston. I think I can't remember the name of the place, but I have it on the vlog. I think I named it "Stuck in Houston" or something like that. I forget.
Did you step outside the airport to feel the humidity?
Yeah, yeah, but it wasn't that hot though, man. It was this January.
Oh, you need to go in July to really appreciate that.
Oh man, but Oahu. When did you come to Oahu? What month?
It was December.
December? No, man. It's September over here. So remember, we were photographers, right? I'm a wedding photographer. So we're going to chapels, especially like July. June, July is our peak. But then sometimes September gets a little bit busy. And late August, early September, it gets crazy humid. So we go into a chapel, come out, and we have to spend about 5 minutes just cleaning our lenses because they keep fogging up from the AC inside the chapel and coming out outside. I mean, it feels like a wall of just water, like when you come out. Yeah, it's crazy. I've been to Florida, and that's pretty bad. I think Florida is worse. Uh,
Florida's bad, but when you get down to Houston during the summer,
yeah,
I think it's worse.
because it's close to the water too, right?
To the water, and the more southern you get, the
South,
more
yeah,
humid it gets. It gets humid where I live at too, but not as bad.
not as bad.
You
Yeah,
know,
it's pretty flat though, right?
Louisiana gets bad. Texas, South Texas gets bad. Even when we went to San Antonio last year, it got, oh my god, I almost
Mm.
passed out. We were
Yeah,
walking the streets and enjoying, loving it.
just sweating.
And I didn't drink any water. I didn't bring any water with me. You got to bring like little things of water with you because you'll pass out.
Yeah, yeah,
At least I do, but I'm not used to it. I'm
right.
not that heavy anyway. But yeah, I tell you what,
And you got smoked.
pretty much, pretty much. I had to go back to the hotel and drink water and
Yeah.
just chill out.
That's how Florida was with me. But I was doing Ranger school, the Army Ranger school. They have a phase down in Florida and Pensacola, Florida. Pensacola, I think somewhere I forget. And so they had so we got to be out in the field, and it's Florida, so there's anytime you're close to the water, it's just sand. It's basically just sand. Uh, or like there's no like what am I trying to say? There's no like green fields like when you go to Georgia. It's straight up sand, and then you got Anyways, so when we had to do missions, and then we had to find a location where like a defense. When we're doing a mission, we have to like get 360 security, hide basically. We have to dig holes in the sand, and they call them chiggers. They're like little
Yep.
invisible little bugs that walk all over your skin, but you can't see them.
And they'll
So
burrow into your skin.
yep, yep, yep. And put that with the humidity oh man, it was miserable. It was miserable. I'm telling you. Plus, at
Were
two
you guys
o'clock
out?
in the morning, we were out by. I'm trying to think. I'm really bad with names, man. But I was trying to think of the Air
Were you in the
Force.
tall grass? Were you in the tall grass?
No, no, no. It was like dunes. It almost feels like dunes, but they had obviously trees and vines and stuff. In fact, we had one mission. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, two or 3 o'clock in the morning, and we're walking through swamps, and like you can't really see the roots, right? You're like knee deep in mud, and then sometimes you miss the roots of the trees, so you end up going falling through it, and you end up basically hitting your your manly parts because you drop so fast with all the weight that you have on you. And this is
Yeah.
2 o'clock in the morning, and it's hot. It's like it felt like 100 degrees, and yeah, it wasn't the best representation of Florida. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to take my girls to Disney World. So at least one, they can go to Disney World. Two, I can get that traumatized, my assumptions of Florida out of my head. Because another thing that happened is sometimes it happens here in Hawaii. I don't know if it's like the tropical weather or what, but it doesn't. It never happened as much as it did in Florida, where it's nice and sunny, nice weather, and within 5 minutes, there's this huge black cloud that comes over you. It dumps on you for like 5 minutes, and then it goes away. You ever had that before? Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
But
I'm.
usually those black clouds don't usually go up; they stay on the ground for a little while.
Oh yeah, oh, man, it was
You got to stay
crazy.
away from them and go in shelter. But
Yeah.
we don't get them as much out here on the west side of Oklahoma as we do
Oh,
here
okay, okay,
in
okay.
Oklahoma. So
Yeah. No, I definitely got to check out every time I watch like those food channels. Um, what is it? Dive something and dinner dives or what? Guy Fieri is the host of that show.
diner dives and something.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Every time I watch that, man, it makes me want to go to the South just for the food. You know what I mean? So one day, man, one day I'm gonna be up there. We definitely want to try Canada first because my wife is obsessed with going to Canada. So we'll probably try that, and then we're gonna cover the rest. So like the southeast, Florida, all those, Georgia. I've been to Georgia before, so it's not like a big deal. But Alabama, all those places, and then the
I wouldn't
northeast.
go to Canada after October.
Yeah, it's gonna be summertime for sure. Yeah, for sure, guarantee,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, yeah, I can't. I mean, I was born in Mexico, went to California after that, and been in Hawaii ever since. So it's all hot places. Every time I go to Japan for winter, it's I don't get traumatized, but I definitely don't want to stay there too long. You know what I mean? Because my wife is from northern Japan, where they had the
Oh
Olympics
wow.
back in whenever the 80s, and so it's cold, like inches. Oh, I don't know, feet of snow. It's pretty
Does
cool.
she like the cold?
She does. She's always cold, but she likes, going to ski, and she doesn't snowboard, but she skis, and she likes that feeling of being, in the snow where you're at.
Uh, I get more ice where I'm at than snow. It's a combination of ice and sunshine.
What do you mean
When
ice?
it's
Like
nice
hail?
sunshine. No, what happens is that you get moisture that comes in early in the morning,
Right.
and then when it moves on, then the cold will freeze it, and so you're trying to drive on
Oh,
ice and you're getting
yeah,
wrecked
yeah. What do
because
they
the
call that
cold
thing?
just uh,
Uh, yeah, I know what you're
just
talking
we
about.
just call it ice. I mean, melted.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought there was a name for it, but
And sometimes we'll even get like golf ball, softball, tennis ball size hail that comes through too.
phew,
We get
man,
the weather in Oklahoma is by far pretty rough. We if it's not, uh, we get wind every day out of the south,
yeah.
and if it stops out of the south, then we get wind coming out of the north.
Oh,
It's
okay,
always windy here. That's why people cut their hair short out here, including
yeah.
the women.
No,
Yeah.
I might be confusing Oklahoma with Kansas, but is Oklahoma flat and like dusty or no?
It's flat and red earth.
Right, you know what's funny? We were supposed to go to Oklahoma this for annual training. To like we were supposed to be there right now. That's funny because but then they got canceled because of the pandemic. But we were supposed to go with the Oklahoma National Guard and train with them. And what's a base? What's a military base over there? Fort Dixie or something like Fort something? No, I forget. I can't think of. Ah, that's weird. I just realized that we were supposed to be over there right now, but it got canceled. That would have been interesting.
Let's see. There's Fort Gibson, Fort Townsend, Old Fort Arbuckle, Fort Coffee.
No, that's not.
I
I
think
can't think of.
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just got a list of them here.
Yeah, I forget what the name of it is because we keep using the operation name, not the base name. That's why I can't remember. But oh, look at that! My Robinhood is up $1,200. So
Good.
even if I'm losing on this side, at least I'm doing okay on the other side. Look at this party, man! It's just as soon as I got in, it's the very top, and my entry became the resistance. Look at that.
I don't know if you're Army or you're Marines.
Army Reserve,
Okay.
Army Reserve. Yeah.
We got Fort Sill and Lawton, McAllister, and
Let me see if I can remember what it was. Uh, I would have to find.
or Fort Sill. I think if it's you're probably down in Lawton, just south of me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound familiar at all. I mean, I heard of Fort Sill, but it doesn't sound like that's where we're supposed to be. It might be Arkansas. I'm not. Maybe I'm mixing them up.
I'm not in Arkansas.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I think it's Oklahoma, but I can't remember right now.
You've mentioned Arkansas a couple times, so you might have that in your head.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'm getting.
I'm on the west side of Oklahoma, not on the east side of Oklahoma. East side of Oklahoma is closer to Arkansas.
Is
And
there a huge difference? Like, what's famous from Oklahoma besides the cobbler?
I'm from the town of oh, the guy that went on. I guess he went around the back in the '60s. Que la fregao. You gotta have to ask me.
Yeah,
I'm a transplant over here. I've only lived
yeah,
here
yeah, yeah.
20 years.
Only 20 years.
Yeah, I grew up in California.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
tell you all about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You told me. Yeah, yeah. Where in California? You said the desert, right?
Modesto,
Modesto. Yeah.
Modesto.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You said because of house prices, or why did you move over there?
It's just the way they run their state. I just had to get out of it.
Oh, okay, okay. Some people do that for Nevada just because of the no. I don't think they have income tax or something, right? Wyoming, one of them. Does Oklahoma have income tax?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I think we talked about how I was wanting to move to Texas for a little bit, just to just see how it is. Because I had a friend that looked like he was enjoying. He's still over there. I mean, he moved. What was it? 15 years ago, and he's still over there, loving it. He went over there for flight school and hasn't came back.
It's just different. It's like
Yeah,
I don't know if you ever watch Andy Griffith on TV.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to love that show. Yeah,
It's like Andy Griffith.
small country. I'm a small town. Yeah,
Yeah, small town. We're less than 12,000.
yeah. Well,
Town.
yeah. That's why I like going to Mexico because it's a small town. Everybody knows each other. You can go any
Peaceful.
yeah, you can go to anybody's house and they'll feed you. Like my mom never had to worry about us not having food because
Right on.
we go to anybody. It doesn't have to be family. Even though I have a huge family, it could be just a neighbor and they would always feed us. So it's I mean compare that to living in LA or Honolulu and you don't even know your neighbor. I literally don't know the name of my neighbor over here, and
You ever
he's
heard of Thomas P. Stafford?
Thomas P. Stafford. No, Stafford sounds familiar, but no.
I think he went around. Either he touched the moon or he went around the. He was in space.
Like an astronaut. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's an astronaut.
Oh okay. That's been on the news a lot recently too. Yeah, with SpaceX.
I'm terrible. I'm a bad representative. I apologize.
No, you're good. I've been in Hawaii 20 years, like, and I can't pronounce the most famous surfer, swimmer, Olympic swimmer. You know what I mean? I know his first name is Duke. But yeah, no, everybody's like that. Man, look at this. So it looks like I'm getting most of my money back over here on the Neo and part. Oops, I forgot to put it on the thing.
Okay, Stafford was the commander of the Apollo 10, the second crewed mission to orbit the moon,
Oh, okay.
the first to fly a lunar module. So he's from my town,
Hmm.
and that's what we're known for. We've got a museum named after him.
Oh, nice.
So
Is it really?
anyway,
Is it really kind of open? Like it's small town, but it's like, does it look like those when you watch those movies and you got that main street and everybody kind of gathers in the center for like, you know what I'm talking about? Or is
say it
it?
again.
So you ever seen those movies where they show small towns and they have main street and you have all the shops and all the restaurants in
Yeah,
that main street and then everybody else is kind of scattered?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, here's the thing. We just you're gonna laugh. We
Mm.
just got a Burger King, and we're
Oh.
pretty happy of it.
my first my first roommate in the army when I first went active duty, um, he said growing up, well, he never went to the beach because he was from Kansas, right?
Uh-huh.
And his town had a one light, one street light in the entire place, and so he made it sound like. So when he got here to Hawaii, it was his first experience living in a city, So he was excited about everything, the beach, the stores, everything.
Okay,
You know.
so we have three streetlights.
Oh yeah, the whole time, all of them in the same street.
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, no. They do connect though.
Is it the
We
kind? So is it the kind that hangs in the middle? Like there's just one light right in the
no,
middle?
no,
No.
they're normal. They're
Okay.
normal street lights. We college here. We have a university here though,
Oh, okay.
and it's known for hold on, legalized drugs. What's that called?
Legalize
Pharmacy school. It's called the
pharmaceutical.
pharmacy.
Oh, okay, okay. Pharmaceuticals. Oh, legalized drugs.
Pharmaceutical school here, and it's very popular. A lot of people come here
Oh,
for
okay.
degrees to be able to get
Oh,
here,
okay. That's
and
good.
it's for reason being is more economical here. It's a lot more cheaper to
It's
come to this
cheaper.
college
So it's like a college
to
town
get that
then.
degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that and it's a retirement community also too, because so you got like
Oh,
5 or 6
wow.
different retirements. So you got a combination of everything, and then you got farmers, and you got
Wow.
regular business people, and it's just everybody gets along.
Yeah, I always
But
wanted to buy. I always wanted to
we
live in a
don't
small town like that.
we don't have problems with people sleeping in parks.
Right.
We don't have problems with huge drug problems. The
Right.
children don't come in contact with it. They play in the play in
In the parks and stuff.
the parks and stuff like that without any worry.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You can leave your front door open and people don't steal from you.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's really
That
nice.
that's what it is. So like my wife, there's no way that she would like our daughter's school. It's probably 5 blocks away, and there's no way that my wife would feel comfortable letting them walk to school, even though it's one straight shot. You know what I mean? And
Right.
It's Waikiki, so the crime is pretty low compared to like the other areas because so much policing here. But there's no way she would let them walk by themselves. In Mexico, they got a small town, right? So I'm not talking about like the ones you see in the news with cartels and all. It's a real small town, maybe 2,000 people tops. They literally get up, eat breakfast, and leave, and we don't know where they're at most of the day. But because I have so many cousins, so many nieces and nephews, like we have zero worry for them. So we always wanted to. That's why Texas sounded so interesting for us because they have those kind of small towns where you kind of relax a little bit. You know what I mean? So, well, we're still thinking about
Texas
it
is getting big though. A lot of people are moving to Texas. I've had
for the big cities, right?
um, yeah, four or
Yeah,
five people from California, 4 or 5 couples from California move out that way.
we were looking
And I
for
got four or
places
five
right in
friends.
between.
Yeah.
We were looking for places in between big cities, so it's still a small town, but in between cities,
All,
and it's
all that they ask, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, all those areas, all that they ask is not to bring the politics that ruined those states in.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's not much to ask, I would think,
yeah, 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 yeah.
because I mean, you look at have you been to California lately?
Only to visit, only to visit. I don't
Did
really
you
like
notice?
LA anymore.
Did you notice that some of the oh, what's the word? It's beautiful in places. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, yeah.
but there's a lot of things that have changed since I've been there,
Mm.
and I noticed the tent cities is what I noticed.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's the same. It's the same over here. You talking about gutter? Like what do you call that? Something row. Yeah, we went. In fact, my mom went over there. We went there for Christmas, and my mom had us go and pass out like little apple like bags with apples and oranges and stuff like that. But even though we were doing something nice, oh my god, it was Skid Row. That's the name of it, Skid Row.
Skid
It's
Row.
crazy, man. Like it's like that over here, man. I think Hawaii. In fact, uh, back in the day, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, there was I guess you can call it conspiracy theories that Nevada was sending homeless people to Hawaii. Because over here they don't have to worry about weather and all that. So supposedly, there Nevada was getting rid of their homeless by buying them one-way tickets to Hawaii
And
because
there's
there's
plenty of taxpayers there to be able to pay their way, right?
right. So right.
You're a taxpayer, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Sure, bring them over. No, but then, so we thought it was like a myth, right? Like people were just saying that, but they actually caught them. They actually caught people coming back, and they're saying that yeah, that they got a ticket from some people in Nevada, and so the state of Hawaii sued the state of Nevada for sending. I mean, I'm telling you, man, there's homeless. Like I'm in Waikiki, so there's a bar in the in the first floor of my building, and they're just crazy people outside all over the place, man. It's just it's I mean it's uncomfortable.
Kids.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, especially when my kids are so young. I gotta explain what why they look like that or why they're talking to themselves and yeah.
Part of the
So
reason why I moved out of California is to keep that what was going on because they had a guy getting out of prison,
mm,
letting a guy out of prison that was a child molester and move on my street.
mm,
I said enough is enough. I'm not going to mess with this. My kids were little too,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It
Like that.
is. It is scary.
That's
Yeah,
why I said it's time to get out of here. So we moved. We took a vacation out in the Midwest and found a really nice area,
yeah.
and we settled. You know,
Nice. Yeah, you might be following your way, man. You
hey, I'm
said
ready, brother.
you say you've been there 20 years.
I've been here for 20 years.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm about 5 years late, but yeah. If you look at my
You know,
first, if you look at my first vlog, that was one of my reasons. Like I was thinking about moving out, but then I decided to stay back for the photography side.
we if we have people, and there's people that move because I'm off of I-40,
Yeah,
60 Route 66. That cuts through
yeah,
my
yeah.
town.
Famous. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
If we have people that come through here and that of our that type of person that wants to settle and live on the ground, and the police pick them up, help them out, and deposit them in the next town,
Oh yeah,
move them down the road. Yeah, they don't let that stuff stay around here because they know exactly what ends up happening.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
If drug use, theft, it's never ending. They find
yeah.
those people and they move them out. And I
There's
used to thought that was cruel in the
yeah,
beginning
yeah,
until my children started growing up, and then I understood.
yeah, yeah. No, it's scary. Yeah, it's
And I
scary.
don't have to put barbed wire on my fence around my
Mm,
house. I don't have to lock all my doors, all my fences. I don't have to make sure everything's inside my garage after the
yeah.
kids are playing out front.
Mm,
I don't have to worry about that no more.
yeah. The only thing I struggle with when we talk about that, and I don't think this is a political view, but um, is we're in the U.S., right? Great country,
Yeah.
right? Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be serving in the military. But doesn't it feel weird that we have to be scared to be here? Like I don't feel fear. Like you're okay in a small town right there where you're at, but when I go to small town in Mexico, I don't feel the kind of nervousness and kind of fear, right? Like I'm okay with my daughters walking around, and like I said, it might just have to be with a small town compared to a big city. But I think it's weird that there's so many people afraid of each other here in the U.S. You know what I mean?
Because because
Because drug use is so high, and
yeah,
people, yeah, and then
and in some states it's allowed.
yeah,
That's the problem.
yeah, yeah,
You know. So
yeah. Maybe not allowed, but not you know
I look the other
not
way.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I see cops over here always stopping these guys, and you know what I mean? They're doing what they can.
Right.
But yeah, it's just crazy to me, man. That this should be the safest country in the world, but it's not. Especially, I've been to Japan. Have you ever been to Japan?
I have not. I would like to go
Oh my
someday.
God,
The
man!
only thing
You
that worries me is the not knowing the language. That's
there's everything's in English over there. All the signs are in English.
nice.
People, I speak Japanese to like train up not train operators, but like whenever I need information about train, which train to take or where to get off and stuff like that, I always use Japanese, and they always reply in English because they see
Wow.
because I'm obviously a foreigner. So I don't think you're gonna have. Plus, I don't know if you know this, but if you use Google Translate on your phone, you can
Uh-huh.
just aim it at a sign and it'll translate it for you. It's crazy. Or you can talk to it. You can talk to it, and it'll show the Japanese version of what you just said, and you can just flash it to whoever. I'm telling you, man. Like there's few things that I recommend that that I know people are gonna love, right? But going to Japan is gonna change your perception of the world, man. Maybe not right now because they're going their pandemic reaction is kind of slow, so they're going through it right now. But man, Japan is insane. Like it's crazy. Plus, even if they hate you, like even if you like you feel uncomfortable because you're a foreigner, you don't look like everybody else, you will never see it. Does that make sense? Like you never see somebody being rude to you or being, like following you around in the stores. Like, like I were growing up in LA, that's how it was for me. You got to go to Japan, man. Especially if you can take your, you say you got kids, yeah? If you can take your kids, grandkids, I know it's gonna sounds expensive, but man, it's life changing. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the culture or the way they carry themselves. I don't know what it is, but it's really impressive. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Ah, okay.
check it out, man. Just be open minded
Yeah,
about it. It's
I
really
have to go
nice.
down there eventually. Someday I will.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I know my son, who he works for Boeing. Had to go to about 3 months ago. Had to go to Japan because
yeah,
they've got their own things down there, and
yeah,
of course they had to shut that down because of COVID-19.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But he's got opportunities of going down there also
yeah. It's
for a
nice,
couple months
man.
at a time. So,
Yeah, it's
and
nice.
his company's paying for it. So
Yeah, you should
nice.
tag along one day, man. It's
Might have to. Might
Yeah.
have to.
In fact, my yeah, you gonna take off?
It is 11 o'clock here. Well, 3 till 11 right now,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and coming up 2.5 hours.
Yeah, no,
But
we're gonna end that stream too.
I will be here tomorrow if that's okay.
Yeah, sounds good, man. I appreciate you keeping me
See if we can
company.
trade a little bit more and take
Yeah,
it from there.
yeah,
Okay.
we'll see. I'm just gonna get out of this right here and then end the stream. Appreciate you staying around, man.
Yeah. We'll look at what's going on tomorrow and what's moving and take it from there. And hopefully we can see that same pattern
Yeah,
and make a little bit of money. I shorted myself a little bit today,
yeah,
but that's the learning situation that you have to learn. So
yeah. One day at a time, man. One day, one trade at a time.
yeah.
All
So
right, Lee. Hey, I
all right.
appreciate you hanging out with me, man.
It's fun,
Yeah,
brother,
yeah,
and it's fun making money with somebody. So thank you
yeah,
very much.
yeah. Same here.
You have a great day. Okay.
All right, man. I'll see you. All right,
See ya.
bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, guys, so I'm pretty close to ending the stream. We're about 2 minutes away, as you can see here on the party. I would probably let it go too low. I was hoping, see how it was going on an uptrend. I think it's probably time for me to exit. It's gonna be a loss of $3, which is not good. But I'm kind of wondering if it's gonna rebound off of this VWAP and come back up. It looks like it might. So I'm not too sure, and I'm also waiting for Neo to move up, but I don't want to keep the stream going too long. We're going up and we're coming up on 3 hours, and that's really like the longest that I would want to keep it. So I'm probably gonna put a trail stop on these, and then I'll update you guys tomorrow morning when we start the new stream. And so that's gonna be it for today. But I do want to say, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. These live streams obviously are long, and unless you're interested in the actual movement of the graphs and how we react to it, it might not be for you. But even if that's not for you, look out for the highlight videos, which I uploaded one yesterday. I'm gonna try to upload another one today because I'm a little behind. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Lee, if you're still watching, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you keeping me company. It definitely helps me stay awake. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.